Hi everyone.
Hey everybody.
Welcome to another week of Brambleberry Cottage.
Yes, an exciting week. We've been looking forward to putting a patio in. We're putting it in for completely free.
Yes.
No money down. My favorite price, really.
Yes.
We prepared this area last week. We dug out all the perennials that were here, irises and ornamental grasses, and we had all kinds of stuff here.
Yeah. It's we found it on Facebook Marketplace for free.
Bricks.
And sometimes it's a touch and go thing. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. We waited for about a month and a half, and finally, we were patient, and it arrived. It was there. The site was there. It wasn't too far away. You and Jacob, our son, went to go pick it up.
Yep, I was getting rid of lots of bricks for free, so we had to make multiple trips down to get it, but we got them all here, so it was perfect timing.
It was.
It was just in time. We got the area kind of prepped, and now we're going to start it.
And this was a project we wanted to do for a while, and we were willing to wait a little bit, but if another few weeks went by, I would have said, heck with it, we're going to buy some stone.
Right.
But we set a budget every year for our garden, and this was one we just didn't want to budge right away on. We really we knew we could find great stuff for free on Facebook Marketplace. Every year someone is selling bricks or getting rid of bricks, and every year. And there's tons of people. So we were so excited to finally find one that was near us, and it had, like Paul said, it was the right price, it was free.
Yeah.
It worked out great. So we're going to work on that today. Paul's going to start the project, and I'll help him out towards the end, as I've got other things behind the camera that I'll be doing. But we're going to focus on this patio with Paul right now. But anyway, we thank you so much for joining us, and come on and see how it works out.
Yes. Let's go.
Let's go. This area is ready for the patio. It looks terrible right now. As we get closer, we may remove some of these plants. We're going to try to keep some that are close to the rocks, and we have some Rosa Sharons. We even have babies coming up, and we want to leave it. We're hoping that this hedge will provide some shade here when we're on our chaise lounges. We're going to leave, we had a stump from a tree that was cut down a while ago, and a little bird bath that Paul had received as a gift from his garden club. They had a swap exchange, and that's what he got. And so it's just the top. So we put it on the stump, and we think it looks really cute. And then we have some irises and some other little things. We have periwinkle and other climbing ivy-like things. We want to leave those in between. We think it'll give it a nice interest, and of course, like I said, this will provide some shade when we're laying here in the sun. But all this will be new brick. It won't perfectly match, but that's how Paul and I are. We like things a little eclectic, and it's free. And if it looks really strange, we can always do a stain for the stone later. Probably not this year, but it's something that we could work on later or another year. But we're ready. Oh, he's like looking over at Papa.
Should I put him in the garden?
Yeah.
That's where the other one was. Before I start laying bricks, I'm going to put down a layer of sand. Normally I would go to the local quarry and pick up some buckets. As it turns out, I've got some good sand right here on the property. I'm just going to sift out and use that. Now you may feel tempted to skip this step, as I've done in the past, but the sand makes the bricks so much easier to lay, and the end result is so much better. I'm not putting down as thick of a layer as would be recommended by a professional, but it's definitely enough to make the bricks easier to work and give me the result I'm looking for. As you can see, a lot of the bricks we got have these holes in them, which I think would be pretty unsightly in a patio. So the solution that we came up with was to lay them on the sides. It's going to make it a little trickier to lay them in, but I think we'll come up with a better final appearance. We have to go a little bit deeper, of course, so they're going to take a little more work, and they're going to take up less square footage, but hopefully we'll come out looking decent. Even among these, we've got bricks of various thicknesses, so laying this whole patio is going to definitely take a little bit of finagling and a little extra work, but you cannot beat the price. Filled all the big gaps with regular sand. Now we're going to go over it with some polymeric sand. This will help maintain a nice bond between the bricks and also help weeds from growing.
So we started to take a few things apart because we realized as we're setting up, we did things backwards. We were so excited to get this set up. We forgot to mulch, and I forgot the shepherd's hook with the solar lantern we put over there. It was very rusty. So we're going to actually sand it down now and then mulch it. So we're kind of going backwards. I was just really excited, everyone, to decorate. So it's finished.
Yes.
I'm so glad we waited, and we did I love it. I don't even know how to explain it.
Yeah.
I'm like literally tongue-tied right now because I'm not sure if it captures it as well on camera as well as it is in person. This area was a lovely area, but it was very overgrown. And when it wasn't growing season, it looked terrible.
Yeah.
It looked like a desert with sticks shooting out, and then it was hard to weed. It's something that we never wanted to go into, especially barefoot when we want, and I like to be barefoot, but weeding or whatnot because we'd get attacked by bees. We've had garden snakes in there. We've had all kinds of little critters. And I really just was feeling like it was just getting overcrowded.
Yeah,
so,
it had gotten away from us. And it was really hard to take care of the plants, I think how it was. So it was kind of a forgotten corner of our yard that really made it into something wonderful.
I think that's a great way to put it. It was not that we didn't think, oh, we should do something. It was just kind of last on our list.
Yeah.
But it became first on our list this season. But we really, really wanted it to be just right. So we had found on Facebook Marketplace the free bricks, and everything started falling into place. We had grabbed the polymeric sand, and
that was the only thing we paid for this project, by the way, but everything else was free, so that worked out really well.
It was really great. These chairs we had picked up, they're not in perfect condition. They may not last another year. But for now, they'll last this season. But this was at a townwide tag sale that we have every year from a neighbor of ours. And we thought, great, we can see it starting to tear apart a little bit. It's just something that'll provide for this season. And next season, we'll probably invest in more because it's totally worth it.
We really didn't have room for these lounge chairs before on our deck or anywhere else. So this is the perfect spot.
It really is perfect. And we get just the right amount of shade from our rows of Sharon trees and some other plants around. And on top of that, enough sun. So we want to lay out in the sun we can. We're right by the pool.
Yeah.
So once we're done swimming, we can come out here and relax. Or if we get too overheated, we can go in the pool. It's the perfect scenario.
It's perfect because around this spot, around 4 o'clock, maybe 4:30, it starts to get shady. So, so it's really a great spot to either lay out in the sun or to hang out in the shade. So
it's really working out great. And we have a little solar lantern over here behind me. I'm really, really hoping that it gets enough sun to light up tonight, because even in the evenings it gets very dark here. We have a lot of woods and forests behind us, so it's nice to have an more open space now, but also hopefully some light. Getting lighting is very expensive, and it's a real task to dig up your yard and run wiring. In this scenario, it's great for the environment, which we always love. It's an affordable solution, and it really does light up really nicely.
The solar lights have come a long way in the past few years.
They sure have.
It's fantastic. They're affordable, and they just take care of themselves. So,
Yeah.
and we've managed to light up most of our yard with just solar lights.
Oh,
Really
it's
nice.
fantastic.
Yeah.
And you know, with just a little finishing touches, some mulch, which we did invest in that, so we forgot that. We did get some mulch.
$4 worth of mulch.
Yeah, so it was $2 a bag at Walmart, so it was great. So we like to get it by the bags because we do sections at a time. We're getting older, we're not in our 20s anymore, so it's harder for us to have it delivered here and do it by the truckloads. We also just have a car ourselves, so we just, you know, we prefer it by bags. So it's affordable with the mulch and the polymeric sand. The bricks were free. It turned out to be such a beautiful project.
Yeah.
It doesn't perfectly blend with the other stone, but I kind of like that. I like this eclectic style that we have, but it blends enough. I really like how it is. We were able to move our love seat by the fire pit and angle it a little bit so we had more space. Everything is just more open now.
Yeah.
So, and it really helps with the hardscapes. It's less to weed, and it just less trouble. It really is. We still love our grass and we still love our plants, but it's nice to do a little hardscaping too.
More usable space, really.
Yes.
Yeah.
It became, like Paul, you had said earlier, it's like a room.
Mhm.
We have these little rooms in our yard, and I really love that.
Yeah.
So anyway, we love it. We hope you enjoy it. We hope it gave you some inspiration for your own projects. It's a sweltering day. I'm going to let you go because I'm going to jump in that pool.
I think I'm right behind you.
Yes. So have a great afternoon. Thanks so much for joining us, for always supporting our channel. We ask that if you like what you see, please hit the like button, the thumbs up, and we appreciate all of your traffic, all of your comments. It really makes our day to get a comment and to see new subscribers. We welcome you, and we thank you so much for joining us and supporting our channel.
Absolutely.
Thanks so much.
See you next week.
See you next week.